All right, we here, episode 12. We back.
Guys.
Yeah, let's go. What's up?
12
man?
long
What's up?
episodes. We made it here.
Summertime.
Summertime.
Yeah,
We made it all the way from the winter to
Now we
summertime.
here.
What's up? Yeah.
Bunning up. We stuck with y'all through the summer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But-
it's over now.
Next week,
Listen,
the-
one more episode.
We got-
season
man.
We got a
finale.
season finale next week.
Yeah.
It's our episode 13.
Yeah.
And we got a special.
We're gonna spice it. We're gonna spice it up.
Give me a
We're gonna
little
spice it up.
spice.
finally gonna give y'all what y'all been waiting
Which y'all been waiting for
But you gotta
all
tune
season.
in.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta tune in to watch it because
Right,
y'all always
right.
all y'all care about is how do you guys have sex?
Sex. We're gonna talk about sex.
Yeah,
And I
man,
know
what
y'all,
wanna know about, right.
That's all y'all care about. That's why y'all been watching. But-
And also, we like to thank everyone because like our fan base been growing so crazy,
and
Yeah,
rapidly.
and like they're growing with us.
We
So
thank
it's
you
so
guys for
cool to
sticking
see
with
it.
us. Yeah.
You know, that's why I said we family. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a
Because
fact,
it's
yeah.
like
all me and Jesse's different ways of hairstyles.
word. Live kept it the same haircut. You know, what I mean?
Live, he ain't want to grow out the mohawk.
I ain't even gonna.
Yeah, he
I'm
tried.
crazy. I got a whole afro in this joint, man.
You
But
know what I
it's,
mean? So, you
fine,
know,
you
it been
know.
a journey, but it went fast. How you think the season went, right? First season, we did really, really well with numbers and everything. And
Yeah, I
You
feel
know?
like it went beautifully. I feel like it went better than expected, honestly.
Nah,
yeah,
it went
definitely,
really, really
definitely.
well.
I didn't
Yeah.
see all this.
Shit
You
bigger
know?
than a lot of things.
Man, big thing,
A
do a
lot of
big
people
thing.
that started before.
Yeah.
No shade.
Uh-huh. But,
But-
you know, being consistent is very important. You know, we stuck to
Mm.
it, right? And
Yes.
you know.
It's for y'all, man.
Right.
This ain't for us. It's for y'all. So you know,
Exactly.
we appreciate y'all for like
Oh,
you said,
they-
sticking with us. So
Now,
what's up?
you know, we haven't done this in a while, right?
What's that?
How's everybody feeling? What's our mental
Wellness
check?
check.
Let's check in. How sis, how you feeling mentally from a 1 to 10?
I mean, I'm blessed and highly favored,
Mhm.
and I try not to complain. But mentally, right now, I'm probably at like a -3. So I'm trying.
You're not even
damn.
on the scale.
I'm not
Oh,
even
damn.
there. I've been having a shit July. Like since July started, it's been shit, but it's gonna get better. So
So how can you make it better? How can you make this better?
I feel like I need.
It's not even a 1. It's like really a -3. 'Cause you're here.
This is mentally. If we're talking about like emotionally or whatever, emotionally I'm okay, but mentally, like my mind is just
Just
like
all over the place,
Like
yeah.
it's so many things I want to get done, and I feel like you'll be your biggest enemy. Like just I feel like I have a lot of things that I want to get done, and it's not happening at the timing that I want. But everybody knows it works on God's timing, not yours.
That's right.
Mhm.
So I'm battling myself with that right now.
Amen.
That's about it. But how you
Okay.
guys doing?
Um,
You're always at like a freaking 10. He's
no, I'm
ugly.
always like an 8. I'm a 7. I drop it down.
7.
I'm a
Why you
7.
because they're bins?
Nah, yeah, we always got, we always got you got daily problems, throughout the day. You just gotta, life happens sometimes, but I'm at a 7, mentally. Like I said, I don't know. I'm think I'm having, these last 2 years been really good for me. And I think, like I said, a lot of, rest in peace to all the people that died from COVID. But
Yeah.
I think last year it took that time to, sit there and reflect and, cause you couldn't do so much, right?
Yeah.
And it what happened to that year, that last year led into this year. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
wrote down some goals and, it was, that's why I said mentally I'm a 7. A 10, I think is what? It's like perfect. Everything's going well.
10 is
Everything's hit.
everything is just peachy.
Yeah, but I'm like close. But like I said, life happens. You're gonna have bad days, but you're not. It's not. Or you're gonna have bad times, but your life ain't bad. You know?
Yeah,
So
of
it's all right.
course.
So
How you
me?
feeling?
7.
Like I'm usually fake 9, 10, but yeah, today's like an 8. I'm like an 8. You know what I'm saying? Like
Keep it at 8. Your vibration
I
at
gotta
8.
keep it high, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like lately I've been putting like a lot on myself. Yeah, like, we have a lot going on. Like, we got the podcast. I got my side thing with the clothing line and stuff like that. And then the modeling. And
got the fly boy hat on. Repping my boy
bro.
shit.
Yeah, you see him repping my clothes.
Don't cop that. Freedom is fly.
That's a fact. So, I don't know. I just been putting a lot on myself. Like, I feel like with the clothing line, like with me, one thing I try to do everything all at once. You get what I'm saying? And that's how I put too much. Instead of just pacing myself and doing one thing at a time, I'm put that's how I get overwhelmed. And then when I get overwhelmed, I shut down. And it's just like, fuck everything. Like, and that's when that's where I mess up at. So yeah, now I'm learning to pace myself, and that's it, man. So yeah, with that being said, new merch will be dropping, you know what I'm saying? So you guys can check the website and everything. Yeah. So yeah, get your
babies, ladies.
Listen, I got kids,
tomboys,
I got children,
everything.
Tomboy, flyboy. We doing
that's good. So I guess Frenchie's the only one that she gotta get on our vibration.
Negative. Yeah, you got
negative Nancy. It's all right, but it's okay. We're gonna get there.
No, because they want to be so unrealistic. Like,
unrealistic. I said a 7. What you mean? I'm supposed to be mad?
Yo.
I said that you had bad times.
These niggas will be happy through the apocalypse. Well, at least we're still here, right? No, I would love to just be a 8 or
I'm gonna answer that
today,
after that.
but no, I'm not. I'm a realist.
All right. So I'm a realist too. What I say, going back up that, right? You know how you have like I said, you have bad times throughout the day. Not your life ain't bad, right? But don't get me wrong. When my day is really shitty, I'm shutting down for the rest of the day. If it's all going bad, I just start over the next day, and that whole day is just a waste. And that's all right. That's how I work with that.
Yeah. And I tell myself, I make a promise to myself, like, tomorrow's definitely gonna be better. No matter what. I go to bed thinking like that. Yeah.
Washed and I'm not looking back. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's all right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But we have some green juice.
Oh yeah, listen. I know I usually do the bring the wine and the liquor every.
What is this?
Nah, today listen. Health is wealth. So listen, we're not doing that. I ain't finna die for y'all. I'm not trying to. So listen, I had to pull us up today, and we got
what's in this?
There's kale, spinach, banana, cucumber. I got a bunch of what else in here? Some pineapple. You know what I'm saying? Just good, man. Me and Jesse, we was working out this weekend. Got a dope little video. You know what I'm saying? We was working out in the park and all that. And so this is what it's about, man. I ain't trying, like I said, I'm not trying to kill myself for y'all, man. So
Jesse
don't like this nigga like.
It's Seymour. Is it at least we put Seymour's in there? We plan on talking about kids next. Seymour's make you happy. You put Seymour's in there?
I don't, bro. That's for my personal use. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to make some cherries, so.
Next time, just text me. I'll make some good ones.
Nah,
they put milk in it?
I use coconut water. Coconut water. Yeah, I ain't do the almond milk because I don't know y'all. So yeah.
So this is really good. We usually promote wine and liquor. Look what we promoting.
Yeah,
we promoting green juices, kale.
We need some sponsors anyway. So until y'all start paying us, I ain't doing y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna be switching it up. We gonna drinking kale juices and hummus. we gonna eat hummus and drink kale juices for that one. So
that's disgusting.
We can't toast to this. So what we gonna do?
You could toast it. You toast in the
house. So what you toast? Health as well?
That's it.
That's what I shared in that video too when I tagged y'all. Go check their video out, share it, stop being a hater, and hire them as trainers. They work out better than the able-bodied.
These
niggas be in the park for 2 seconds, do 2 pull-ups, like, all right, I'm out.
It's crazy because when we in the park, right? Like when we lobby working out and shit, an able-bodied person come, they'll do like 2. And
walk off.
Like,
and they only do it because they see they looking at us.
Because you gotta do it.
It's like, they just like, oh nah, if these niggas doing it, they like, I gotta do something. So they just feel,
So now this is the time of the episode, Tom.
I got a good one.
I'm really, flattered, and I'm interested to see what you got to say this week.
I got a good one.
What is the Frenchie facts of the week?
Well, okay, so everybody's debating about. Do y'all know G Herbo?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know G Herbo? Yeah. And you know his baby mother?
I don't know her name. Okay.
Ari, yeah. So he went to his baby mother's
Put your seatbelt on.
Get ready. Go ahead.
There we go.
His baby mother's stripper party, and his other baby mother, Fab's daughter, she unfollowed him and blocked him. So everybody was like, it left a debate, which I want to know your opinions too. Do you feel like it was okay for him to do that?
So
I'm gonna tell you my side first. This is French facts, and then I'll get
explain the story again though, because I don't.
Okay, so him and Ari split up because of the girl he's with now.
Okay.
The girl.
His first baby mother.
Him and his first baby mother split up because of his second baby mother. While Ari was just had a newborn and stuff, he was out with Fab daughter creeping. Right.
Okay.
Boom. Her and Ari was beefing for a long time. They finally got cool around her son's around G Herbo and Ari's son's birthday, and then now. G Herbo was outside around a bunch of bad bitches and his bitch blocked him while she in the crib with that baby. But everybody was saying basically what comes around goes around. He was doing it with Fab's daughter. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm not gonna say I don't want to say her name wrong. But he was doing it with Fab's daughter while Ari was at home with her baby, and then now he's out he's trying to be outside at Ari's shit while he's while he got a baby in the crib. But my thing is
what's your thoughts on that?
That's her baby father. Her man is there. As long as you know, I mean, as long as you would have told me, like, babe, I'm gonna go to the party, whatever the case may be, and we have that type of understanding, because as to what I see, they was all at the son's party together, but maybe that is a little awkward, because why do you want to go to your baby mama's party, especially when y'all ended on bad terms and it was no good there, and then your baby mother just started liking me last week? So that's the confusing part. I'm like torn in between, because it's like when you get to a certain level of maturity, it should be okay. Like I feel like if he would have brought his girl, it would have been cool. Like y'all both there together, because Ari there with her man, so it's not like you trying to be there.
And it was Ari. Her party, right?
And it was her party. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But would you want, so now I got to put y'all in another perspective, because y'all men. So would you want your girl to go to her baby daddy's party without you?
You want to go first?
I mean, I guess since I do have a baby mother, right?
But
so,
no, I'm saying your girl. Would you want your girl to go to her baby daddy's party without you?
I mean, with me, everything, you know, what makes the relationship work is communication, right? So like, why are you doing that anyway? Why are you sneaking around? Why didn't you just bring her? Like,
and then he know he famous.
Why didn't you just say something? Yeah, well, you knew. I mean, he had to know that he was going to end up in the doghouse by doing that, like, right? Like, what's good is going to come out of that? I get that her boyfriend, his ex, her new boyfriend is there and stuff like that, but why didn't you ask your girlfriend if she wanted to go?
I'm pretty sure she said no.
That's why he still went, but still no. Why? So why did you even? Why? Yeah. Why? What would make you even want to go to that? Why
I would not want to go be around my baby daddy, other baby mama, and her friends. Yeah. It's not like it's just like some family out, and it's all her friends is there, so I'm not even comfortable. But you know her friends, because that's your baby.
And that's crazy, because me and my kids, we're mad cool. Like, you know, like I met her new dude. He's cool, you know. So, but I don't know. I don't want to go to her party and none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know.
I don't know, like, cause like, you know, the Shade Room and TMZ, they be starting shit. So sometimes you can't look too much in the tabloid.
But would you beyond what we
no
can
one
see,
wants to look like a fool, though. That's what it is.
Your baby mama,
let my baby mother
go to her other baby daddy's party without you?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Exactly. That's it. Everybody's making a debate about it. They're trying to make other women feel insecure because girls are being
unless it's a big. Is it a club setting? Like is where it's like
it was her. No, it was her party. Like she rented out the whole club, like the whole.
Oh
thing
yeah, so that's different. No, I don't know. I mean, if that's the case,
he went to her party. He paid to get into her party.
Oh, so if that's the case, I wouldn't do it personally. No,
you wouldn't have done it, right?
No,
because you know, like when you go home, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, but you know he's gonna be good at home. Yeah, I think. But I wouldn't have done
that. That's Emily B's daughter. She's strong. Yeah, she could take a lot. She could take a punch. She could take a party. She could take all of that. So she'd be all right. Okay. She ain't going nowhere. But that was just, I'm glad that was the one time we all agreed on something.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's about parenthood.
Yes.
Right? Living with a disability and being a parent. So we have two parents. Right? Yeah. I'm not a parent. I don't know. I got kids out there. I just don't know.
But you want to be a parent.
I want to be a parent eventually. Not now, though. Like I said, I got my life really planned out. 2 years, I want to have a kid, but not everything's planned out. And I'm having twin boys. You know,
so you manifesting.
You know, speaking that to existence. So we have two parents here. You know,
and a future parent.
And a future parent. And let's hear y'all perspective on being a parent.
Okay, so
and with a disability.
I have specific questions. So, okay, live.
What's up?
You were already a father before being injured.
Right.
So what do you feel like that's like for you? Because people will want to know that. Because I know there's a lot of people that were parents already. And how did it change for you? How old were your kids and stuff? Just break it down.
And you had your kids after your injury, right?
No, prior. Yeah. Well, one was born. All right. So I've been in the chair 18 years, right? So let me see. So I've had my disability for 18 years now. My daughter was 5 when it happened. Yeah, and Tasia, she was 5.
So you had one already.
Had one already.
Okay.
My kid's mom, she was pregnant with AJ, with my son. So AJ's 18 now.
Okay.
But she had him 2 weeks after I was injured.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Jamaica. We was in the hospital after I got shot. Man, this story, right? I bring it back. All right, we was in Jamaica hospital. It's crazy. She kept coming up there every day, and I'm just like, yo, why you keep coming up here? And like, she was mad, like big belly, yeah. And I'm just like, so she came up there one day, and her water broke. And, you know, she was like, my water broke, whatever. So the nurse came, and what happened? They took her downstairs into the maternity ward. She had AJ right there, in the same hospital. Yeah.
So the same hospital you were recovering in, your son was born.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
What hospital was that?
We was in Jamaica Hospital.
Oh God, Jamaica Hospital.
Yeah. So I just came out of hospital. I was fresh, and mind you, I'm still dealing with a lot. With my injury was new.
Yeah,
it was really a lot for me, you know. So, but I don't know, just we had a brand new baby, right? So, and my daughter was 5.
Wait, before you skip it,
what's up?
So when she had the baby, how long was it before you seen him?
Oh, they brought him right upstairs to me,
what?
I'm like,
that's a crazy story.
about a year, because I couldn't walk anymore now. So it's like I could go downstairs to the maternity ward and see him. So they brought AJ up to me.
How was that?
Were you able to hold him?
I was so high on meds. They had me. I was doing bad. Bro. My mental was still. I was just so barely holding him. I was mentally. I wasn't there. Right. I was still dealing with whatever I was dealing with, and yeah, man. So yeah, it was a lot. And from there, I did the rehabilitation hospital. They sent me to Mount Sinai, whatever, and yeah, and then I finally got out 5 months later, and so now we're doing a family thing and stuff like that. My daughter.
How old was he when you came home?
AJ was 4 or 5 months when I came home from the hospital and stuff. So yeah, that whole it was a lot. Let me see. I was kind of angry and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I was mentally doing real bad.
At yourself?
Yeah, at the situation, at my situation, I guess, you know. And and so I wasn't really being a good dad to my children, I guess, you know, back then. And it took for me to really to figure things out and find myself and become happy with myself and stuff like that, to really be able to be patient again with them and stuff like that and love on them. And because I was going through hell, you know, and fighting my own demons and stuff like that. So I had to battle with all that stuff. But looking back, man, fast forward now, 18 years later, but I just see that throughout the way, my kids just realizing that they still love me and they didn't treat me any different. You get what I'm saying? Like especially my daughter, she sees both sides. See, AJ doesn't. He just remember this is all he know of me. My daughter, she remember me going to pick her up from school every day, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, and taking her on little outings. And yeah, she remember seeing that, coming to get her and all the stuff I used to do when I was on my feet. She remember how tall I am and things like that. So she gets it, you know. But AJ, he doesn't, you know. So he takes things harder sometimes, you know. And but yeah, to me, parenting, it's really I don't know, with disability and all, it doesn't. How can I say? To me, right, I feel like subconsciously what you're doing, being that we have children, right, you're raising them to not be judgmental, to not really judge people. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the best things you can teach a kid, right? Because now they're not judging people by what they have on, or now how they look, right? So now they're pretty much it's more character based, right? So that's what I feel like my kids are. That's one thing that they're really getting through my disability, that I'm teaching them, and that they just learning just off firsthand. So I feel like now when they see other people outside with disabilities and stuff like that, or someone who just might be going through something, they're more understanding, more empathetic towards it, as opposed to
So you basically taught your kids there's more to life than physical strength. It's mental.
Oh, for sure. Strength. Yeah, and also materials. Yeah, materialistic stuff like strong. That. Yeah, they're really strong. Yeah, really strong kids, and they're good kids. You know, so yeah, I'm proud about that. And so
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
What did your daughter say when she seen you in a wheelchair?
Oof, she never really said anything. She never really said much. My daughter.
5-year-olds talk shit.
Yeah, she went through it though. I remember, man. That's when it was rough for her. That's when it was a year after that, for the next 2 or 3 years, school was just, man, she got left back and stuff like that, because it was just,
you on here telling your business.
But yeah,
she couldn't understand it.
She was going through it. Yeah, mentally it was a lot on her, you know. and me and her mom were going through a lot. It was definitely a tough phase. So yeah, but I just want to tell anybody, anyone out there with children, like, don't let a hard time humble you. Our disability and stuff like that, it's still light at the end of the tunnel. You can still be great, And so I just want to shed some light on that. You can still be great. You can still be who you are. You can teach your kids great things. I had guys hit me up in my DM like, yo, how do you become, like, how are you still able to parent? Like, some guys, they felt like inferior now to regular able-bodied men just because one guy hit me and said he got 2 boys and he didn't feel like he could actually teach them. And I've told him, I said, you're going to be their superhero. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you got to show them strength. Don't fold, bro. Don't break.
Right,
I'm saying? Don't fold. Yeah. Like they looking up to you. You know what I'm saying? They looking to you as an example. So you just got to show your strength, bro. And don't give up. Don't give up. Cause then they're going to think it's okay to just be like, oh, F this. I could just give up and lay dormant. Nah, hell no. There's no room for that. There's no room for that. So, yeah.
So.
He always makes the face. Tell me.
Almost a newborn, a fresh mother.
Oh God.
Right.
Yes.
How is it being a parent, a mom?
So to be very, very, very transparent with you guys, it's the best experience that I've ever had in my life. It's all I ever wanted. And I feel like whether you're sitting down or standing up parenting is still going to be hard because you're literally raising another person. You know what I mean? So it's like what I said to Live. It's not about your physical strength anymore. It's now about your mental strength because I know people that are having kids and raising them and they barely only have the movement of the neck, but they're doing it, so it's really no excuses. And then I know parents that got full capabilities in their body, but they deadbeats. So, you can't judge it based on what your physical attributes are. It's really mental. What can you teach your child? What can you instill in them? What can you invest in them? How can you help them to be better people? Because not to be corny, children are the future. Yeah. So if you want a better future, you need better children. You have to raise your children up right. So for me, pregnancy, because I got pregnant in a wheelchair. A lot of people were confused about that. No, I wasn't just walking 2 years ago. I laid on my back, got pregnant. I'm playing. I am just laid there. But gotta spice it up a little bit.
So next episode, you know what I'm saying?
So they say you get a boy, you gotta do some things. Let me stop. But
lazy.
So I got pregnant with him. Probably my 7th year in the chair. So it was like, it was really cool. I was excited. I was growing and I'm skinny. Well, I'm getting a little thick now. He made me a little thick, but I'm skinny. So I had a little belly. The only problem with sitting down is, oh my God, it's harder to get to the bathroom. And then when you're trying to transfer with that big belly, you got to move and then you be in pain.
That's a good question. How do you...
With the belly?
Yeah.
Nigga, I stopped moving after my 8th month. I had to sleep in my brother's room because I was getting all new furniture in my room and stuff. Because when you have a baby, you get new stuff. So my bed frame didn't come. So at first my mattress was just on the floor. So at one point I just wasn't able to get up from my chair from my mattress. Because are you guys able to transfer from the floor to the
It's
chair?
hard, but
it's hard, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So imagine doing that pregnant, because transfers have always been my strong suit. Yeah. So I can get up from the floor and get right back in my chair. I could get up and do it. But with a belly, you're so big. That's why I don't know how you be fat in a chair. Oh my God. Wait. But with a belly, it's just so like, it's hard. And then you don't want to crush your little person. So you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God. So yeah, I stayed in my brother's room for my last 2 months of pregnancy because it was just too much. And then you feel so tight. I got a fucking bedpan. I started wearing Pampers because I'm fully continent. I don't catheterize or anything. So I started wearing Pampers. Because you have to pee like 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And then we're already in chairs and getting UTIs and stuff. So I don't want to get it worse someone. You get kidney infections and stuff just from holding your pee. So I had to really wear Pampers and all of that. And then when he came, that was so crazy because I never really thought about when he actually got there, like how would it be in a chair, like carrying himself. I just knew I couldn't have a stroller. I told everybody, don't buy me no damn stroller.
You thought you gonna roll him on your lap the whole time?
Yo, son, I told everybody, don't buy me no stroller. I am the stroller because I can't push no stroller when I'm outside. Yeah. You could. I mean, I could do it, but it's like, it's really, I did a video. Yeah, I don't want y'all to think I was faking. I did a video, but it's like, it's no point in doing all of that when you could carry them on your lap. So, and I had carriers and stuff. So that shit was so easy. It was so crazy because my first day.
But birth? You're just giving birth?
Birth? That shit hurt. That's not easy. Giving birth is crazy. I can't. It ain't even enough minutes on this show to talk about birth. I had to tell God. I said, God. I started talking to God. I was like, God. I swear to God, my last 3 hours in labor, I started playing Take Me to the King.
Take me to the King.
And I had my hands up, and all the doctors was just looking at me. Because it's like, doctors are
like, Jesus, is that you?
seriously, doctors are curious about it too. Because they want to know, like, how does a person in the wheelchair have it? So every single OB/GYN, I didn't even have all these doctors. They literally came and just watched me, was just cheering me on. So it was like a movie. Giving birth, I literally had, and this is before COVID, so I literally had a bunch of, my midwife was right there. Shout out to my midwife. She was the GOAT. And these stupid nurses that I didn't like were there telling me like, oh, because I guess they assume like you can't feel, you know what I'm saying? They assume it. But I'm like, I want to save that for the next show. But so I'm like, and she was like, we can't hear his heart no more because they had the heart monitor up here. I'm like, it's because he's in my pussy. And she's like, what? No. Soon as she looked open, his head was coming out, and then he just was coming out, and then I was just pushing and pushing. I'm telling y'all, for the girls that can't feel, you that's the best part of labor if you can't feel right there, because that shit, you do not want to feel that. So thank God you can't feel that shit, please, because that shit hurt. That was the one thing I was like, damn, that was the one thing. You start feeling your legs, you start feeling everything.
You got up and
get up and run.
Yo,
You about to run out of there.
son, I was literally sitting up like, nah, I gotta get the ASAP. Yo, this shit was crazy. And my baby daddy just laughing at me. Then I had my mother and my father there. So my father was just like, breathe, baby, breathe. I said, I can't fucking breathe, Harry. I was sitting there and that shit wilding. Like, how you telling me to breathe, nigga? I'm dying. And then my baby came and, holding him and stuff, it was just, everything was so natural. I didn't think about the chair or none of that. And then the first day we came home, because they kick you out the hospital so fast these days. I didn't even get a full 48. I got like 36 hours. So when I got home, his father had to go to work, and my mom and stuff, they had to pick up it was like the beginning of the summer. So they had to pick up the kids and stuff and from school. So I was home by myself with him, and it was so easy. Like, I feel like your kid is going to go for your energy, and I breastfed him, and I was calm. I wasn't scared. I wasn't nervous. I had a beautiful experience as a new mom. Like, I didn't have postpartum. I'm very grateful for that, because a lot of people struggle with that. And
that's another topic that people don't really discuss often.
Yeah, but I honestly believe that I don't know what it would be like walking and being a mom. The only thing I would wish that I could do is like certain experiences, like you want to run on the beach with them, or just run around and play with your kid. That's the only thing that I do wish I could do. But other than that, my son he don't look at the chair as nothing. He thinks it's normal because this is all he knows. Like, he pushes me, he helps me. He's so kind, and especially the people in chairs. He's very like, he don't treat them no different. He don't sit there and stare. He don't sit there and judge nobody.
Most kids do that.
Yeah, and he'll help me. He be like, Mommy, let's go. Mommy, that's Mommy's chair. That's Mommy's shoes. He's very protective over me. And I have a boy, and he's a mama's boy. So, he loves me to death. And I feel like he's so strong, like physically strong. Like, and I'm like, wow, God gave me
he is brolic.
God gave me a big ass kid.
He's brolic.
He gonna have to carry me up them stairs one day. You know what I mean? Like, he could push me and stuff. So
we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Y'all see the shit. So it's like, he's so strong and he's just so smart. And I was like, wow, God really gave me this blessing. And that's why I always say on the show, like, I would if I had to go through the same situation again to keep my kid, I would, because it's an experience you can't even like imagine, like having your own little person. And he's bad now. He is at his terrible two-phase. He tells me no more than anything, but I wouldn't change it for the world. And literally, if you're having any type of doubts or worries about kids and stuff like that, you have to wait until you want a kid. Because if you're still thinking about yourself and, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I'm in a wheelchair. You don't even need to be thinking about having a kid, because you are still a kid in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a rebirth. So you still have to grow up through this chair. You understand what I'm saying? And there's stages of it. You might still be in that childlike stage of the chair. You might just not be learning how to pop willies. You don't need to have no kid. If you're still doubting yourself, don't have the kid right now. Take time and build up that confidence in yourself, because everything you have is going to reflect back on your kid. So if you have insecurities and stuff like that, it's going to reflect on your kid. My son walk anywhere like he that dude, because he know his mama going to roll in like she that. So, you know what I mean? Like, we both have that same type of confidence, and it shows, and you're going to tell that's my kid just from me. Like, he reflects me. So don't sit there, have kids, and then, oh, well, I can't do this with you because I'm in a wheelchair. Find a different way. Like, I do so many things with my son, but I'd have to do it a little bit differently. But he loves it, He loves going on the rides on my chair, and we don't got to walk you know what I mean? He loves just, Mama, chair, and stuff like that. And we popping wheelies, rolling down, and everybody worried about his safety and stuff. Like, I ain't been popping wheelies for 10 years. Like, mind your business. Then you're going to get the onlookers that, how you have
How you do
baby?
that?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not your damn business. This is my baby. He goes home with me. I don't ask for anything for him. He's well taken care of. And I feel like it's most important when you do have a kid, even without a disability, is to have a strong support system. So if you know you don't have a strong support system, don't have a child, because it's just selfish. You know what I mean? If you know nobody's going to be there for you, because there's going to be those moments when you need a babysitter, when you just, and you don't even have nothing to do. You just need a break. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I need a break. You see how you had your kid, and it's like, okay, well, you didn't have that moment to take care of yourself because you already had them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like being a dad, you had to jump right back into that shit. Like everything was psh, psh, psh. So if you take that time for yourself, when them kids come, it'll be so easy. I took the time to get to know myself in this shit for 7 years, so I knew what I was capable of already. So I feel like it's dope.
Yeah. So I have a question actually for Lab, right?
What's up, bro?
So Frenchie isn't a new parent, right?
Right.
And you've been doing this parent thing for a while. What is some advice, or what is one thing you would tell her that you would give her to help being a parent with somebody with disability? Like, that's something that you went through, some type of experience that you went through, like that can help her. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, on her path of being a great mother and raising her son.
That's a good question.
If somebody were to tell you, like, yo, this is one thing that, you know, you should do, or you should, you know, give your son, and with the whole situation and disability that we have.
Just be mindful of what you're, you know.
Specifically with a disability.
Specifically with a disability. Yeah.
very
Okay.
targeted with that one.
That's a good question.
Because it's like,
you know I'm weird, bro. You know, a lot of stuff I don't even attack with the whole with the disability
it's
thing
not
and stuff
weird,
like
it's
that.
smart.
Yeah, like I just like it's crazy because a lot of my friends, like I remember one of my friends, he said, "Yo, Live, it's weird." It's like he said, "I get that you're in a chair, but it's like."
Everybody
he said, we don't
that.
look at you like you disabled,
Yeah,
bro, because of how you move. You know what I'm saying? So I never put that stigma like on. I just do things from a place of up here.
All right. So as a parent, then,
Okay, what's up?
As a parent, what is one advice would you give Frenchie? You know what I mean, as she's raising her son.
Bro,
Goddamn.
Yeah,
Goddamn. Why you asking on a cloudy day? The sun ain't shining.
He's drinking smart juice. It's like, we good. It's green juice and
That
shit.
shit don't got his shit pumping.
bro.
You need a little bit more.
I'm sure.
I think I get what you're trying to get
My
at.
bad, bro.
But also in Live's defense, I understand, because it's like with parents. No, leave my alone. Y'all know he's fried. Y'all know he's fried. So, okay, with parenting, you know, it's such a broad spectrum. So you literally can't put it in a box and say, well, you should do this and that, because everybody has their own specific needs for their children. You know what I mean? Even though we're both in wheelchairs, our children require different things.
That's
you
a fact. And what might work for me
might not work for the next person. So you really can't give people advice about their kids. The only thing you could do is try to help people with their kids. So if you're not a parent, that doesn't mean that you don't know about kids or anything like that. But when we say don't tell us how to parent, it means like, don't judge us because these not your kids. You know what I'm saying? And we know about our kids and y'all may not. You understand what I'm saying? Like when my kid go outside with me and he throw a temper tantrum, it's not because I'm in a wheelchair. It's because he's 2 years old and he's having a temper tantrum. But people see the wheelchair and then they get like, oh, he's only doing that because if I was mine, da 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 da. I'm sorry that I'm not going to beat the crap out of my kid outside. You know what I mean? I'm not going to beat him. And I feel like when you beat your kid, it's just me personally, when you beat your kid, it doesn't really get them nowhere, but teach them like, okay, I'm going to get hit when I do this. And then once it stop hurting, I'm gonna do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they do need their ass whooped. Now they want me to beat my kid because he drew on my wall. Jesse want me to beat my son's ass. My wall looked disgusting.
I'm sorry, that's a Jamaican.
Jesse was like, beat him.
Woo.
So now your turn. Our questions for you is
my question.
So when do you?
I want to have a kid, but I just gotta settle down and find the right woman. I can't just be giving my oats and giving my riches to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be the right woman when I'm maturing. So you know,
he on here looking for love, y'all. You gotta be the right woman.
I'm throwing it out there. You shooting a shot, y'all.
I can't be, you know, and I'm maturing. I'm not a hoe no more. So like as I'm growing and older, like you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking smarter. But like I said, I have my life really planned out. I was not planning on having kids early anyway. Like I think 30 is the right age for me because I want to, you know, travel with my child. I want to make sure he gets everything in the world.
Why you keep saying he?
Because I'm having a boy. That's easy. Like I'm having a girl.
Now.
But yeah, so and like I said, 2 years, 3 years, I'll be ready. You know me, financially and everything. And shout out to my future wife.
So what are your fears with having a kid with a disability? Do you have any?
No, that's why I waited. That's why I feel like I'm waiting so long. Like you said earlier, you really have to be comfortable with yourself and make sure you're ready. You know what I mean? Because like if I would have had a child like 5 years ago when I'm going through my crazy stage, it would bad. Me and the child, it would have been great.
You said me and the child, I've been looking at the kid.
Like,
get out my face.
Looking at me, you know what I mean? So it's like it's all about maturity and like I said, choosing the right woman. I'm very mindful of that. I don't want to just have a baby with any type of woman because like I said, that DNA is going to be in my child also. So right. I'm very mindful of that.
If it could just be all your DNA, it'd be good.
That'd be
right?
great. 100% me, but so and like I said, I'll be mindful of that. And I'm pretty excited about that in a couple of years. I'm looking forward for that because I feel like I think that's true love. I think if you don't, until you have a child, that love is unbearable. You don't, it's nothing compared to that. And I think that's the love I think everybody's yearning and they really, really want because it's like, it's really unbreakable thing where y'all literally do anything for your children.
Unconditional,
right? And unconditional love. And that's something sacred. That's why I'm waiting. There's no rush, you know what I mean? Like, and I want the right woman. I'm not going to pick any type of woman, you know what I mean?
Can't even knock you for that one. That was a good one.
Thank you.
But what I would say is that with parenting, don't base it off of your disability. Base it off of your love for yourself. Because however you love yourself, if you have a child, it's like loving yourself. If you love yourself a lot, you're going to love your kid a lot. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to be able to love your kid, whether you're disabled or whether you're fully able. You understand what I'm saying? So self-love. Stop having kids without loving yourself first. If you don't love yourself, you really can have the potential to mess up a really, really, really good kid. Because some kids are just strong and no matter what their parents put them through, they still overcome it. But why would you want to put your kid through that?
Sure.
Don't look at yourself as, I'm disabled. Maybe I shouldn't or I should. Wait till you find the person that you can see yourself with because they can carry on. If you fail or lack in this person can still help you with that. Like the person you have your child with, pick somebody good to have a kid with. Pick somebody you can still see yourself being friends with if it doesn't work out romantically. Pick somebody that's smart, somebody that cares, that's going to take care of your child, somebody that's loving. Don't pick somebody with 3 kids and then be confused why they ain't got no time for yours because they already got 3 kids in themselves.
People be picking their child's parent.
So wrong, just for looks.
For looks. Or they dress nice. Like,
stupid. Oh, he got money.
Like, what?
Like, no, that's not it.
Weird.
Gucci not going to make him go to college.
Exactly.
Right.
That's a fact.
Don't do that. So don't knock yourself and stop paying so much. I feel like for the rest of y'all, stop paying so much attention to y'all disability. Stop putting so much emphasis on it because that's why people are going to look at you like that. And that's why we don't really... we don't look at ourselves as disabled, so nobody really sees us that way.
That's why it was hard for me to answer that question because I just do stuff like
this is just a chair.
I don't make an excuse. Like I'm
aware of it though. Like I know I'm sitting down,
I get it,
I'm not going to be like, oh, this is why I cannot do.
And that's the thing about this chair. Like we always find an alternate way. We just learn how to find an alternate way to do things. I'm gonna get it done regardless. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's why my disability really like. It's none way to me. It's really nothing, but yeah.
And if you're not into looking at different ways on how to do things, don't have no kids, especially not with this disability, because you got to find different ways. We can't do stuff the same as other people. No. My kid know how to go up the stairs. I can't go up them stairs behind them. I be having to call his ass. I was like, come, bring your ass in. You got to whisper that shit like, come.
Now, since we talked about parenthood, which is very, very important, right? And I know we get asked that a lot. Let's wrap this up.
All right. Do we have a question?
Oh yes, we do have a question. So the question was, each week we get a question and they ask us to answer it. This week question was, during our toughest, difficult time, right? What do we do? What is something that what method did we use to get over our darkest time?
I stayed in myself when I'm going through my dark times because my misery my misery don't like company. So what I do is I take some time to myself. I cry. Then I tell myself, whatever I cry over, I can't cry over the same thing again. You know what I mean? Because it's like you either put yourself in a position to change it or accept the things you cannot change. So when I'm going through something dark, I'm a realist. So I really pay attention. Like, okay, well, if it's something like the chair or whatever, then it's like, well, maybe you can get out one day in God's grace and maybe you can't, but that's not happening today. So you got to let that go, and I deal with things differently because I've always been strong, and that's all I've known how to do. I've been around strong women all my life, and we're taught, well, we don't really focus on the problem, we fix it. So if it's not in a fixable situation, I shut down and I say to myself, and I get high as a kite, marijuana, and I get drunk. I go out with my friends and I have fun, and I record myself like nothing's wrong, and then I go home and I usually be all right. It's not the best way to handle things, but it's the truth. That's how I pray. Yeah. I pray every single chance I get. Anytime to tell God thank you, to tell him when I'm not feeling good, to tell him anything. God answers my prayers, and if you believe in him too, then he'll answer yours. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, for me it's similar. Solitude. I have to stay by, I stay by myself. And when I'm not feeling good, I don't like to be around anyone else. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put that energy up on anyone else. So yeah, a lot of praying. Yeah, y'all know these two know I'm big in church and all that. So yeah, that's my thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just stay to myself. Yeah.
For me, what do I do during my dark times? I was trying to say.
He don't have none.
No,
he wear the color white.
Let me see, because I don't have them often. When I do have them, I probably exercise. I try to get my mind off of it, keep myself busy. It's probably like exercise. Probably call a friend and start talking about just chopping it up. You know what I mean? Just to get my mind off certain things, but. And I just try not to dwell on like just the difficult times. Like I said, because you're gonna sometimes in life, you're gonna have bad times, but you don't really have a bad life. You just can't dwell on those dark times. If you do, that's how you get in depression. You get stuck in that situation. So, tomorrow's another day. So that's how I look at it. I try to like exercise though. I do like exercising and
turn up, have fun.
And have fun, yeah.
Try to do fun shit, man. If y'all struggling and y'all going through something and other people can't understand it, stop trying to get people to understand and help yourself to understand what's really going on with you. Because only you know what's really going on with you.
You know what's inside your brain.
Have fun.
Right.
Go live life. Life is short and then you die. The fuck?
Life is really short.
Yeah, you gotta be very... I've lost so many people within these last couple of weeks, and it's like, wow, damn, how is this happening? Just within weeks, and it's not from COVID. Growing up in the hood, unfortunately, a lot of people are killing each other. So,
people need to stop doing that too. If we could talk about, every other thing, gun violence is a real thing, and Black men, and if you call yourself the big bro or OG, you teaching these kids, you letting these kids kill each other. I don't know. You should kill yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you're doing is you just leaving these kids into a dark hole into hell. And it's because it's not cool. You can't be calling yourself OG and big bro. You having these kids kill each other right in front of you. That's the whole point. If you're a big bro, your OG is supposed to tell these kids not to do that because you went through experiences. You got to show them not the way. This is not the way because you went through that way.
Ain't nothing gangster about being pussy. And a lot of people.
It's not even about that. It's not even about that. It's just like they have to. It's just sad. You know what I'm saying? Because mothers is burying their children.
It's a fact.
17, 16,
I'm mad
15.
Looking back, I played a part in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now, that's why I try to lead by example with everything I'm doing because I feel so guilty. Like, and that's why I guess why my hood is really rooting for me because they remember when I was running around and really acting crazy and did jail time and I've been locked up for
and that's the whole point, right?
So
you call the big bro, you call the OG. Why? Because you're not telling nobody to do the wrong thing, right? Through your experiences, I'm gonna tell these young kids not to do that.
Right?
There's dudes out there that's still promoting that stuff, and you could help these kids.
Some of them in chairs too. Some of them in the chairs.
That's crazy. That's very crazy.
Sorry, you was a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Because you're killing off a whole generation, and they, a lot of these kids could be lawyers, doctors, and I don't know, like y'all don't want to talk about it. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. They think they want to uplift that stupid shit. It got to be enough. Like these kids got to grow up and sickening to see that, right?
We gonna give y'all gun violence talk. One of these days.
Right.
Yeah.
But next week, let's talk about
last season finale, y'all. Y'all gotta tune in, man.
So let's wrap it up. What's something we thankful for, right?
I'm thankful for my baby. He's healthy and happy and growing and very smart.
Thankful for my kids. AJ. I said AJ graduated. That was
going to college.
Yeah, he going to college. My boy going to college. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, he paid. That's why he was just on the phone just now.
Get an HBCU.
I'm trying to get.
We get to HBCU.
Yeah, I'm living vicariously through my boy. I'm trying to get him to go to HBCU. You know what I'm saying? So
that'll be fire. Man, you know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
What about you?
I'm thankful for this good ass drink because you have to drink healthy. You got to be take care of our body. You know what I mean? We're not drinking wine today. You know, it's good on my kidneys and shit. So thanks for the green drink, bro.
Thanks, bro.
And
that's episode 12. See y'all next week.
See
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe from the Throne Podcast. We out.
Deuces.